From Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, it's University of Kentucky Wildcat basketball. Today, it's the University of Kentucky Wildcats versus the Rider Broncs in the Cancún Challenge.
They're matching up, guards sag back, wing players going to the middle. Nice look over the top.
To Cousins, who scores, and Kentucky is on the board. And a good look from Wall, the freshman, by Patrick Patterson. Bledsoe to the basket. Got it deflected. Follow-up is good on the trailer by Patterson.
Well, that's that attacking offense by the Wildcats. Getting
Trailer in the right spot to clean it up.
And to be a good offensive rebounder, you have to go to the basket. Patrick doing a real good job going right down the lane.
Night for Rider. Gets 2 of 3 there, and Penn back in the advantage. The alley-oop, though, to Wall from his partner Miller.
The intensity they had down in Starkville.
Never really got into the game and fell behind quickly. Miller extends himself in the air. Good move by Darius Miller, the 6'7" sophomore. Tough shot, picked up by Patterson. Open court for Wall. A spin to the basket.
How about that move?
Wow. 5 minutes in the game, the most electric play by the freshman John Wall out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Matchup, 6'7", 230, strong. That's an and one for another guy that's pretty strong. Patrick Patterson had some doubts about whether he was going to come back. He quickly changed his mind, and everybody in Kentucky is pretty thrilled about that.
Yeah, when he makes moves like that, everyone's very thrilled. But
yes,
you can tell he's a little more comfortable with his back to the basket. But that time, putting up the floor, no one in the post area, and they're going to try to find that mismatch. But again, Kentucky comes up with a good steal.
Wall to the basket, put it up and count it. And a smile to go with it.
They've not backed down at all against the experienced guards they've been playing against. And here's a perfect example. John Wall goes in, gathers himself. Robinson tries to get a little physical with him, but he's strong enough to absorb the context.
It's better, but if you got open looks and you're not connecting on them, that makes your defense a little stronger. Speaking of stronger, 33 is Daniel Orton. Got position inside, get out of Oklahoma City. Scores, and he'll get a chance to complete the
basketball, but hasn't been scoring a lot. Here you see just a real good job catching the ball in traffic. Does put it on the floor, but manages to gather it and finish. Your season's over, and that's just a shame. Fortunately, they got to play in the collegeinsider.com tournament last year.
Bledsoe's got great range from the outside, and the kid that's averaging 38 final moments of the game, in which his team with a strong lead is playing with an attitude, I'm going to get mine, you get yours, and you know he's not thrilled about that. Free throw line extended. Daniel Orton playing with that brace on the left. Struggling there. He's back for the game. Oh, now for 8. Wall, little crossover. Wow.
Legs, I believe, from left hand over to the right hand. Yeah, through the legs, split the defense, and finish the play. Little head and shoulder fake. Kind of get Robinson going side to side. Yeah, I think you could say, well, Ryder's not shooting the ball very well, but I think the Kentucky defense does have something to do with that as well.
I agree. Timeout. Coach Dempsey and the Broncs.
Bench players that we talked about picking up his game offensively. Bledsoe misses the shot, but see Orton battling his way down.
He called his name a lot, and 23 is Novar Gatson. Orton inside, rolls it in. Daniel Orton has 8 points on 4 of 4 shooting for Kentucky. This young guy is pretty good. Yeah. Baseline scoring. Now Ringgold back on defense, give and go. Orton jams it.
Excellent pass, Patrick Patterson. Here you see Patrick got it a little bit low in the post, but knew where his teammates were cutting and found Daniel Orton. Someone on Rider got lost that time, let him cut right down.
And Patterson tips from the left hand over to the right. Here comes the speed of Wall. And Rider has no answer so far for his team. Ryan Thompson, the star player, has been held to 4. In the meantime, it's Patterson to flush it. And the inside monsters, as Tommy Dempsey referred to him as, Cleveland State. I've seen that team from the Horizon on a number of occasions.
Well, it's been a real good setup schedule-wise for this Kentucky team. We give them a chance to play.
He scored 10. Patrick Patterson now has a double-double, 10 points and 10 rebounds. Rider comes in shooting well over 40% for the arc. Failing to make a 3 so far, and 0 for 8 as Josh Harrelson uses the right hand and scores.
Smooth it out a little bit, move it a little bit to the right side, keep your wrist underneath the ball.
Bledsoe set his feet. Usually good things happen when a shooter does that.
Yeah, and that get in and out, and just like that. You could see very quickly that was a three-pointer, so they counted. Now we're back to playing.
Bledsoe wants a three, that's no doubt about it. We don't have to measure that one, do we? And Jansen in his first game of the year put 21 and 11 against Mississippi State. In the meantime, Patrick Patterson. Boy, it's a good thing he's back, say the Kentucky fans.
But here you see Orton finds Wall and looks right there, almost got him. Did make a real good catch though. Then the block with Patterson to follow.
Looked like one of those bullet passes that John Elway used to throw at point blank range. Bledsoe in transition to Wall to Miller, three-pointer. Count it.
Much better form, staying straight up and down. Like
DeMarcus Cousins now in the game for Kentucky in the second half. Patterson with the follow-up, and Patrick Patterson now with 14 points. And
it has been a turnover like that or a bad shot attempt.
Number 5 in the game for Kentucky is Ramon Harris. And Wall, almost isolated on the right side, takes his man to school. Basket and one for the great freshman, John Wall.
And it puts him a little bit more in attack mode there on the side. A little crossover dribble. Comes right back around, draws the contact, hang time, and kisses it off the glass.
Dempsey's team, a rough 36 hours. First the drubbing in Charlottesville, and now this. Another highlight by John Wall.
And it's almost like he had eyes in the back of his head because but here you see he gets the rebound. Now kind of like he feels that player on the backside that was going to block the shot.
It's in the second half. Kentucky by 23. Now Bledsoe attacking the goal, and Cousins to follow it up. And at the top, backs it up. Darius Miller checks in at the next break. There's Cousins. Well, he saw John Wall do
with each game. There you see the shot fake. Cousins works his way down, a little spin move along the baseline. He too spins the other side.
Wall quickly into Patterson. Well done.
Nice pass, John Wall. A simple play right down the tube. Gets his 10th assist for now a double-double. And Patterson scores with a lot. I better give it to my guard. Or in the past, he would have tried to take that up and make the play himself. But again, just a simple play. See the open man getting the ball. Surprise it all. Should be a great atmosphere. You know, the other thing, people say, well, there's so much pressure. As Patrick Patterson dunks one. Everyone says, oh, there's so much pressure. Picks, those type of things.
Patterson draws the double. Now Wall goes the crossover route. John Wall, 19 points now, 10 assists, 4 rebounds.
Just got isolation out top. Little fake, and again, you see the body control, able to draw the contact, lean in, and then the underhand.
From end to end, probably saved the series for the Pistons. DeMarcus Cousins with a smile. He spent most of that three was by Novar Gatson, who, by the way, has his high school scoring record in Pennsylvania. That tops one Joe Bryant, the father of Kobe. Bledsoe figured he'd get a little closer. And Cousins to clean it up on the second try.
Well, Cousins at 6'11". It's a while to make that adjustment from high school to college basketball.
Cousins bodies his way in for one.
Coach Calipari looking at the big man said, don't shoot it, don't shoot it.
And he won't. Game over. Wildcats 4-0 as they rock Rider today, 92-63 with 5 players in double figures. Some closing comments.